Hello, this is Cassie B, and this is the Whatever It Takes podcast. It's December 14th, and yeah, it's about 6 o'clock at night. I've had a very full day. I've been out since around 9 o'clock, and I've been working. I don't know, I went to a training for this sort of job, this sort of part-time job. And it was really good, and it's going to be 3 days, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It gave me a lot of perspective on different stuff. It's kind of a job that has to do with mental health and things like that, so you have to kind of be trained to know a lot of the signs of, maybe bad mental health. I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm still learning. So, right now, I don't know, something that happened that was actually really good. It might not seem like a good thing, but it was. I don't know, I had an opinion on something, and I don't know, I was kind of shown a different perspective on that opinion, and I always think that that's good, because, you don't know something until you are told you are wrong. And I wasn't told I was, completely wrong, because I think there's a lot of sides to things, but I was shown a new perspective that I might enjoy more, and that will make the job easier, and it was very good. I think it's so nice to be able to, I don't know, get a new opinion from someone, and then it kind of changes how you viewed something. I think sometimes things like that can be viewed with hostility, or I don't think people like to be challenged sometimes, because it's hard to admit that you were wrong and that maybe somebody knows better than you. But I think in this point of view, somebody showed me that they do know better than me, and I'm glad they do. I'm glad they were there to kind of, tell me maybe this is better. And I was like, yeah, maybe that is better. And we just talked calmly about it. It wasn't a big thing. Everything was good. And now I just have a better perspective. It's like sometimes when we are on our own a lot and we're thinking about things, we can only see it from our perspective, and we've only seen it from our perspective so much that, we don't really know if it's right or not. So if somebody comes in and tells us maybe this isn't, the best option, and you're like, oh yeah, I didn't think of it that way. And sometimes other people can be wrong too, and you have to stick to your guns. But knowing how to judge that in this circumstance, I'm really glad that that person said those things, because it really made me go, oh yeah. And that was kind of a nice experience. Yeah, and I've been having a good day. I guess I just was doing a lot today, so I don't really feel tired. I more feel jittery, because usually I don't drink coffee. I used to work at a coffee shop, so I would drink so much coffee every day. It was just kind of if I'm working here, I might as well drink it if I can drink it for free. But once I'm home, I kind of stopped doing that. So I haven't had coffee in a long time. So I don't really have a great tolerance for it. But I feel like when it comes to coffee, if you're in the right mindset for it, you feel great. I feel great right now. But if I was anxious or scared or something else and I had a coffee, I don't think I would be feeling great. It usually causes me to, you know, kind of overthink things, and you get a lot of anxiety. And I think that's one of the things with coffee that you really have to watch out for. Because I love coffee. I love it as like a once in a while thing. Unless I'm like working at a coffee shop, then it's an everyday thing. But yeah, just I think that's something to keep in mind, that depending on how you're feeling, it can be awesome or it can be a nightmare. So, but it felt awesome. I just had one little cup of, drip coffee and some cream. I'm a person who, I have more creamer than I have coffee, which is good for me. I know a lot of people don't like that. They're like, you're ruining the coffee with this much cream. And I can see that point of view too. I definitely get that. But I'm somebody who doesn't like drinking hot drinks. And I also don't like waiting. So my answer to that is like, oh, if it's half coffee and half cream, I can drink it right away. So that's how I'm feeling. And I'm really happy in a lot of things. I'm happy with the program I'm doing. I'm happy with, I guess, some of the things I gotta get done. And even though I had a full day that was full of a lot of emotion, I handled it well. And I still feel like I have time and energy to do what I want to do, which is, in this case, finish my Christmas cards, send them all out, and that feels good. It feels like a good time to do that, because they might get to the houses just by Christmas, and even if they don't, it's spreading the joy after. Yeah. So really excited about that. I'm going to see some of my friends this week, which is nice. I'm just gonna stop by somewhere I used to work and say hi and bring them some stuff, which is nice. Some Christmas stuff and some of my Christmas cards. I wanted to do that, and I didn't have time this year to make Christmas cookies. I didn't have the time, and I probably didn't have the patience with everything that's going on. But that's a goal for next year, and I'm really happy with like buying cookies, because I think as long as somebody gets something they like, I'm really happy. So, I've been kind of looking into starting this is probably like a 2022 to 2023 project. It's going to take a long time, but I've been thinking about like maybe not starting an Etsy, but doing like craft sales and stuff. I've been thinking about doing stuff like that for kind of years now. And I think, yeah, I think that would be fun. I'm finally kind of putting together a budget of the money I can spend to buy stuff to make crafts, and like how many crafts I make and what I want before I do something like that. Yeah, it might still be a while till, I do a like outside booth because of, you know, COVID and everything. I just want to make sure things are safe and people feel like their space is respected. And yeah, I might do some online sales and stuff. I don't know. It's all a work in progress that won't be done very soon, but I'm excited to be in the process. I'm also looking into different jobs and thinking about like the job I was going for, and thinking about how to accomplish that. And really, today was really refreshing. I met a whole bunch of nice people who, it feels like a lot of them were on like the same wavelength as me at times, and sometimes it can feel hard to meet people like that, people who feel open and actually want to talk and have a conversation and like play little games and stuff to get to know each other, because that's kind of what you have to do when you're meeting people. You have to kind of get out of your comfort zone and ask them like, oh, where you're from, things like that. I want to definitely get better at that, because there's, sometimes we have that barrier up of things we don't think we should ask, and sometimes they're just things like, oh, what's your age, and like, oh, I've said like a lot. I must be tired. Yeah, like, what's your age? And like, I'm saying it again, that's okay. I have nothing against that. Yeah. Just just like simple questions, but we get nervous. We like put up a little wall. We're like, are they going to get angry if we ask this? Is that an appropriate thing to ask? And most of the time they are, but we're just kind of unable. We haven't asked those things before, so we're unable to like push ourselves, and that's something I want to get better at. Because people are generally open if you're open with them. And I want to work towards that. Hopefully, the 2 rest of the days I have training, I can be, open and friendly. I think I was really good today, though, on the friendly count. I feel like I'm more, I guess more, I'm more self-confident. I have more confidence in myself and more confidence that people aren't just gonna like shoot me down if I say hello. And that's a real fear people have. So it's okay to go slow. Sometimes we think we have to like, I don't know, climb the hill in one leap, and it's not like that. We can be nice to ourselves and accept that maybe this is a little out of our comfort zone for today, and we'll try another time. Yeah, so things have been good. I've had a lot of self-control in my emotions when people do things that aren't always the nicest, and I think a way to not get into a fight is to realize that sometimes nobody has done anything wrong. Sometimes if people get things wrong or people say things that aren't very nice and they don't mean it, you can just go, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't have to feel bad about that. You didn't do anything wrong. You don't have to feel bad about it, and just let it go. And sometimes it's hard to feel that way when you really think that someone has done something wrong to you. But I try to like dissect it. I do whatever I can to end the day feeling good. Because I think that's important, because things can really weigh on us and really, really hurt sometimes. Sometimes the things people say, they don't leave us. It's like sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But words sometimes last longer than, injuries. I don't know. I think we're on the same page. Tell me if we're not. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, just admitting when you're wrong is very helpful. It kind of lightens your heart. It's like, oh, I'm wrong, but I've learned from that. Thank you for giving me that. Yeah. I'm really excited, really happy. I've learned. Yeah, but I say I'm happy a lot, but that has come out of being unhappy for a long time. So I want everybody to know there's like two sides of a coin. I don't want people to listen to this and think life is just easy. There's always struggles for whoever you meet. And yeah, people are going through their own problems, and it doesn't mean they're not as important. Sometimes people, yeah, you have to help yourself before you can help anyone else. And I think it's important to never feel like your problems aren't as big, because they're not, on the grand scheme of things, the biggest problems in the world. Yeah, we can get ourselves into trouble by underestimating, like, when calamity strikes our lives. So I want just to make sure everyone, values themselves, and that's something you really have to learn for yourself, but I pray you all do. Yeah, pretty fun tonight. I think I might stay up late tonight and get some stuff done. I have a few appointments tomorrow, but nothing too urgent, and I'm getting to the point where I really want to get the few last Christmas presents I have done. And I might do that later tonight. Yeah. I can feel the minutes ticking down, I can feel us getting closer and closer, and I'm like, I haven't done anything for days. And it's only been like 2 to 3 days, but I think we all get that feeling at Christmas time. It's like, I don't want to not give this gift that I've been working on for 4 months to the person on Christmas because I wasted my time. But it's never really a waste of time if you're relaxing, or sometimes you just can't. I always want to try if I can, but sometimes you just have to say, I'm not in it right now. I'm taking a break. Yeah. Feels good. I love meeting new people, and I met a lot of really nice people who listened to me for a long time as I rambled on. I think everything I said was important. I never want to make it feel like I'm not listening to someone. I want to, give 50% and then have them give me 50% back if possible. So we'll make 100 together. I've painted my nails today bright red, and I just keep looking at them. I'm so in the holiday mood. I think, it took till like the 11th or 12th of December to feel the holiday spirit, but I'm really feeling it, and I'm seeing it through everyone, and oh, I'm so excited to get my Christmas cards done tonight. Yeah, I texted a lot of people or I instant messaged a lot of people through Facebook to get their addresses and such. And a lot of people got back to me, which is nice. I guess I'm using Christmas as an excuse to really reconnect a little bit. I'm trying not to make myself feel too uncomfortable too, because sometimes that's hard to talk to people you haven't talked to in a long time. So I'm doing it with ease, like maybe 3 people who I haven't talked to in quite a while, and some people who I've never sent Christmas cards to. I think that's what it means to me to send out cards to. It's kind of like a remembrance of, I care for you, I'm thinking of you. Things like that. I know how I feel when I get a Christmas card. I feel pretty good. I feel like sometimes I get them from people I don't expect, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know you were thinking about me. yeah, so I hope, whatever you're doing for Christmas or the holiday season or any holiday you celebrate this December or November or whatever you celebrate, I hope you're having a good time and allowing people to know that you're thinking of them. Yeah, that's just how I feel. Yeah, and if I ever do say something wrong or something that you're like, maybe this is a little better, don't hesitate to say. I might not agree with you because, I'm also a person with my own opinions, but I'm trying to, you know, stay neutral on a lot of things. Trying to educate myself too. There's things I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't know most things. I'm a smart person. I tell myself that because that gives me confidence. I tell myself I'm smart and I'm pretty and I'm so good. And, if somebody tells me that that's vain or narcissistic, I'll say no. That's part of, my self-love. I can't go around saying bad things about myself and expecting that I'm going to be okay, because I don't think I would in the long run. We have to hype ourselves up, trying to be honest. And I think honesty is also knowing that, other people don't decide if we're pretty or, smart. Only we can really decide that, you know? Yeah. Just send yourself a lot of goodwill and love. And yeah, I've had Christmas songs stuck in my head all day. I feel like it's Christmas. I really want to see some of my friends, and I'm going to. And after Christmas in January, I feel like I'm really gonna see some more. I really want to get my license. The driving school who I called them again today, and they still haven't gone back to me. And I'm hoping they're not ignoring me, because that's really bad. I'm not going to stop until, they didn't give me the service that I paid for, So, yeah. Yeah. I'm no pushover. I'm really trying to be, appropriate and good and cool with all this situation, but I've been put through a lot by all these driving schools. Just trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, if anybody knows a good driving school or a way that I could, what is it? I guess a driving school that would just take you to the test without having you take 2 lessons, giving you 1 lesson, and 4 months later, after I've called and called, not giving me another one after they canceled on me. So, yeah, if you have any advice, I'd love that. I'm sure something will work out. It just feels difficult at this time because I could do so much more without being as stressed if I could drive. Yeah, so wish me luck. I am also just trying to find time to clean my room, to organize everything. It's kind of a mess right now, and it's not good for my well-being right now. It will be in a few days, but I'll probably try to do some tomorrow. I at least try to do like 30 minutes, but things have come up. Plans have changed, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Slowly. I'm excited. My allergies are mostly gone. That's something I didn't say. I hope they stay at bay. I feel good. No more runny nose, just like irritation. And I'm okay with that. I've had such a good day. I really waiting. Yeah. Getting ready for Christmas. Yeah. Trying to be good, getting on top of my work, picking a college to go to next fall or sooner. I don't know. If I get my work priorities settled, then I might go sooner than next fall. It's really, up to the cards. What do my cards say? Do they say I'll have stable work and a good income by before next fall? I'm pretending to read my fortune. I don't know. It's all up to the cards. Yeah, so I'm really trying with that. I learned a lot of stuff. I went to this a meditating I forget the technical word, but it's like a time of meditation and things like that. It was on Zoom with a group I used to attend in person. And I haven't had time, and I finally had time, and I did it, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I learned a lot. They were doing something that I was really interested in with the horoscopes and the feelings that are attached to them, and then the opposite of the feelings, and then how we go through this feeling, and then we get to here, and then we go for this, and when I know more about it, I will tell you more. That's basically the gist of it that I know. I know there's more, but I'm going to print out those papers and hopefully look at them. Yeah. Yeah. Super cool. Very good. I'm having a good time. I really used a lot of energy today, but I got like double of it in coffee. In my tiny little 1 cup of coffee. It was delicious. It was good. Yeah, I also try not to, if I have a medication and it says stay away from this or this may cause this, I try not to have it with it. With the ADHD medication, it doesn't say don't do this. It just says it may cause, yeah, what is it? Like shaking and anxiety, but it was late enough in the day where, if you had your I always take my medication very early in the morning, and then by like 6 o'clock, if I have coffee, it doesn't really do anything except for what coffee usually does. And I had it a little earlier than that. And I'm totally fine. I feel good. No anxiety, no shaking. I don't feel like my world's falling apart. Especially for like studying when I go to college. It's good to know that if I need to pull an all-nighter, I can have coffee later. I wouldn't have it earlier because I think I would get bad effects from it, like anxiety, and that's hard to deal with. So I really try to listen to my doctors and my prescriber and things like that, because I think, you're not doing yourself any favors by, ignoring what a professional says. Yeah, I'm really glad to be in the in the position I am right now. I'm really, really happy. I'm really trying. And I know that, so nobody else has to know. I know I'm trying. So I'm not disappointed in what I'm doing. I've gone through every avenue trying to get this stuff done, and it's just, it must not be the time for it to work out yet. And that's okay. Yeah. If it was meant to happen this moment, it would. But I still have to work towards it. And you know what it's giving me? it's giving me a lot of determination because I'm not giving up. I'm going to get my license. I'm going to get my job. I'm going to do great because I know I can, because I worked hard and I have all the qualifications. I've shown my stuff. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching the Whatever It Takes podcast.